This is a shout out to all you artists and people out there, man. You know, if we got to break the mentality that we need people to tell us what to do and show us what to do. That's what Nipsey Hussle was about, man. Breaking that master stuff over us. You know, you can create your own stuff, own your own stuff, and all I'm saying is, you know, really think about that, man, because, man, they gonna constantly have booty, playing records on booty, balling, and banging, or whatever they got out there on the radio station. You had to pay the radio station, and they gonna play your stuff. Matter of fact, you could just flood them with requests for Nipsey Hussle. They're not gonna play him. They're gonna play people like Cardi B and the people that have paid, okay? And the brainwashing is behind that, because you can't even get your music out there because of what these people are doing. So I'm saying, to break the mindset of Pharaoh is you don't need someone to tell you what to say and how to do your thing. You allow God from the inside to create what is going to come forth, and you give him the glory by using things that point to divine principles. But don't be a sellout, man. Because if you notice, they ain't played Nipsey Hussle on you guys' radio stations. They don't play it unless you request it. Because why? It's too much light in Nipsey Hussle and what he was saying. His memory is to point to helping each other. But the owners of the radio stations, they don't want you to help each other. They want you to keep doing what you're doing. Keep slanging, keep banging, keep shooting, keep talking about women in a way that is inappropriate. And whatever else that you do that's corrupt, to corrupt the minds of our people, that's what they're going to allow to be on the radio station. So flood them and say, look here, we want to remember Nipsey Hussle. We want to remember what he was about by playing his record. But ain't nobody mad but the devil. He don't want us to remember what he was about. He was about restoring people in his communities. And you wasn't going to buy him out. He wasn't going to sell his soul for $1 to put stuff out there that he didn't want to say. The bottom line, he points to restoring jobs and creating jobs for felons and helping your brother. That's what his life speaks. Do you hear him on your radio stations out there? You did the day of his death because they ain't have a choice. But what do you hear now? And even though him and Cardi B came up for the music awards, you don't hear them now. You don't hear him, you just hear Cardi B. Simply saying, they put a black face on it at the radio station, they're going to spend for whoever pay. It's the mark of the beast. But brothers, come out of Egypt. You don't need no masters. Do like Master P and have your own stuff. You can write your own lyrics, and you can glorify God in a way and point to divine principles in a way, and they ain't got the block on lock. Just like when the brother had put out Jesus Walked. You know, they ain't gonna play mine on the radio station. Remember he said that, Kanye West? That's exactly right, bro. So to you artists out there, allow God to keep creating and don't bow down. Don't sell out. And I'm not saying that those that have contracts with record companies have sold out. I'm just saying they will not play stuff on the radio from the underground, which simply put is the brainwashing comes, and there you have. No renewal of the mind, so we're going to only do what we think. And if we're going to go collectively as a people, we have to own everything. That way no one's controlling what we say. That way we can stop some of the body bags in the hood. That way we can rise up and be able to have the authority that God originally intended for us as an African American people here in this country to operate in. And for you Christians out there to say, this brother's talking about things in the world. Yeah, right, I know. That's what you would probably say. Because you're going to say that dancing in the world is the world, but you're not going to say that capitalism, every time we turn on our TV, we see somebody trying to sell us something. And the question is to you, if that's the world always trying to sell you something, do we do the same? We got the gospel as a product, packaged, and you can buy this tape and this CD, this and that and the other. So, you know, we don't want to nitpick over this, that, and the other. I'm just saying, man, we want to flow with the Spirit. And what the Spirit of God is telling, I believe, African American people is to rise up in their authority, create what they have to get the job done. So if we have to switch up lyrics, if we have to have our own radio stations, our own labels, so that the renewing of the mind can take place, so we can be transformed into the people God called us to be, then so be it. I'm speaking to a nation of people. So to get the rules and all that, and let's look to meeting people where they are and speaking wisdom to them where they are. Therefore, unless we own our own homes, unless we own our own record companies, unless we own our record labels, unless we own our radio stations, it looks like Pharaoh will continue to project the mindset of slavery, and thus my brothers will continue to be in chains, locked up in the penitentiary, working for 8 cents an hour. And Nipsey pointed away from being enslaved by the industries that be, and not to sell your soul out to them to project what they want you to say, and have your own, so you can say, hopefully, what God intends for you to say through your message in your rap music or whatever you're doing out there. And maybe some divine principle will flow through you as you point to that in your lyrics. And that divine principle, whether it be kindness, forgiveness, patience, peace, joy, whatever it is, that is a kingdom thing. That's of divine law, of universal laws. But you can't do that if you're owned by the master. And they only gonna put out music that talks about butts, balling, and banging, or whatever the case is, selling drugs, whatever. Just listen to your radio station. Have you heard Nipsey Hussle? No, you have not. They don't want that memory in your mind of helping each other. But divide and conquer. All right, shout out to the people and the artists out there in the industry, man. Don't bow down to the mark, brother. Don't bow down to power, but bow down to the big God. When he come to your town, when he comes and visits you in your spirit, when you get that idea and it's rolling on a positive vibe, man, only bow to that. And don't bow down to Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar was a guy back in Babylon, and when they played the music, the people bowed. Well, Nipsey Hussle is saying, don't bow no more, homie. You know, last time I checked, that's what he said. God bless you out there. Selah.